All right, get ready for this one, because our deep dive today takes us to Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Yeah, but with a twist.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
This is about the Space2Sea voyage.
Space2Sea, so we're talking like astronauts and penguins.
Exactly. Think legendary explorers, top scientists, all together on this incredible journey to the seventh continent. We've got a ton of info to go through, website details, promotional stuff, and even a personal letter from William Shatner himself.
Wow, William Shatner, that's pretty cool.
It is, but before we get to that, let's talk about what makes this voyage so unique.
Yeah, I mean, it's not every day you hear about astronauts going to Antarctica.
Right. It's like they're bringing together the best of both worlds, space exploration and, well, exploring our own planet.
And I bet that creates a whole new perspective on things.
Absolutely. But speaking of amazing people, let's jump into who's actually on board.
Okay, lay it on me.
So first up, we have astronaut Scott Kelly, Jose Hernandez, and get this, a moonwalker, Charlie Duke.
Whoa, hold on, a moonwalker, Charlie Duke.
The one and only. Can you imagine hearing stories about walking on the moon firsthand?
That would be mind-blowing.
Totally. And to add to that incredible mix, we have the world-renowned astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Wow, this lineup is insane.
Right. Picture yourself, bundled up on deck, southern lights dancing overhead, and you're chatting about the universe with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Surreal doesn't even begin to describe it.
Agreed. But it's not just about the stars.
Cruise ship, more of a close-knit group.
Right. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about William Shatner's letter.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned that earlier. What's so special about it?
Well, it's more than just a celebrity endorsement. It's deeply personal. He reflects on seeing Earth from space, and it's a call to action for all of us.
I can see why that would be powerful.
It is. He talks about that fragile blue curve against the blackness of space and how that changes your whole understanding of what it means to be human.
It's a whole new perspective, right?
Eh.
Seeing Earth from that distance.
Exactly. And it connects to this voyage because it's about going beyond the tourist experience.
What do you mean?
It's about engaging with Antarctica on a deeper level, recognizing it as a reflection of the universe itself.
Wow, that's deep.
It is. And to really understand what this journey is about, we have to delve into the testimonials.
From past participants.
Yep. They paint a vivid picture of what it's like to experience Antarctica firsthand.
I'm all ears.
Well, these aren't just your typical travel reviews. They talk about a profound transformation.
A transformation, how so?
People come back with a newfound appreciation for the beauty and fragility of our planet.
I can see that happening.
It's a powerful thing. And they feel a sense of connection to something much larger than themselves.
It sounds like Antarctica has a way of putting things into perspective.
It definitely does. One participant even described it as a spiritual awakening. Another talked about coming back with a renewed sense of purpose.
Powerful stuff.
It is. And here's where it gets interesting for you.
Me. How so?
Many of these past participants, they were just like you. Curious about the world, passionate about exploration.
You're saying I could have a similar experience?
Absolutely. They took a chance on this unique voyage, and it changed their lives.
It's amazing how these testimonials really highlight how powerful travel can be, especially to a place like Antarctica.
You're right. It's one thing to see it in pictures, but to actually be there, to feel that crisp air, the silence, the massive icebergs, it's got to be something else.
And the website makes it clear that this isn't just about, looking at the scenery.
Oh, yeah.
You actually get to go ashore, explore ice caves. They even have kayaking. You can kayak among seals.
Wow.
And even encounter penguin colonies up close.
It's like you're stepping into one of those nature documentaries.
Right.
But you're living it.
Exactly.
And imagine having like Neil deGrasse Tyson there to explain the science behind those glaciers, or Scott Kelly sharing what it's like to survive in extreme environments, but, on Earth this time.
And that's what really sets the Space2Sea voyage apart. It's drawing these parallels between exploring space and exploring our own planet.
I see what you mean.
That shared sense of curiosity, innovation, pushing boundaries.
Like saying, hey, if we can send people to the moon, we could definitely dedicate ourselves to understanding the wonders right here on Earth.
Exactly. And the website uses this phrase that I find really interesting. They say that Antarctica is the opposite of the Arctic.
On the surface, yeah, makes sense geographically, but what else are they getting at?
I think it's deeper than that. It's about different perspectives, understanding our place in the world in a whole new way. I mean, think about it. The Arctic, with its connection to the North Star,
Yeah.
has always been a symbol of human exploration, how we navigate.
Right.
But Antarctica, well, it was shrouded in mystery for so long, right? And it represents a different kind of frontier, a
Yeah.
place where we're still pushing the limits of what we know.
So it's not just about being at opposite ends of the Earth.
No.
It's about exploring those contrasting ideas and ways of seeing the world.
Precisely. And by bringing together these explorers from all these different fields, space, oceanography, journalism, art even,
Right.
the Space2Sea voyage is like this, like a microcosm of exploring those opposites. It's about connecting things that seem totally separate at first,
Yeah.
like how what we learn about the universe can help us understand Earth better and vice versa.
And Antarctica is like the perfect setting for those conversations. I mean, with its pristine environment and those extreme conditions.
Absolutely. And, the website mentions this, that Antarctica is the only continent without a native human population.
Interesting.
And it legally belongs to no one.
Really?
Yeah, it's governed by this thing called the Antarctic Treaty,
Well,
which basically says that Antarctica is a scientific preserve.
so it's like a blank canvas, a place where you can just let go of your preconceived notions and see the world with fresh eyes.
Exactly. It's also a reminder of what we can achieve when we work together globally. I mean, if we can agree to protect a place as challenging as Antarctica, imagine what else is possible.
That's a really good point. And speaking of challenges, the website also highlights the story of Ernest Shackleton and his crew.
Oh, yeah. Incredible story.
They survived the loss of their ship, the Endurance.
Back in 1916, right?
Yeah. Courage, resilience, leadership. I mean, just imagine visiting Elephant Island where his men found refuge.
Wow. To be in that place, to feel that history.
To stand on that same island and think about the sheer determination of those explorers.
It's a powerful connection to the past.
Definitely. It reminds us that even when facing unbelievable odds, the human spirit can prevail.
Hmm.
And it all ties back to that theme of exploration, pushing boundaries, never giving up on the pursuit of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And we can't forget about the wildlife that makes Antarctica so unique.
The penguin.
The penguins, the seals, the whales. It's incredible how these creatures thrive in an environment that's both harsh and unbelievably beautiful.
Imagine kayaking and a pod of whales just swims by.
I know, right? Or watching a penguin colony waddle past.
It's like stepping back in time to a world untouched by us, a reminder of what our planet was like before, we left our mark.
It really grounds you.
It does, and it brings us back to those testimonials, those stories of personal transformation.
And that newfound appreciation for the natural world.
Yeah. People talk about coming back with a renewed sense of wonder, a deeper connection to nature, a desire to live more sustainably.
A shift in perspective, realizing that we're not separate from nature, but a part of it, connected in ways we're only just beginning to grasp. And that's the power of this journey. It's not just about reaching Antarctica.
No.
It's about an experience that changes you. It opens your mind to new possibilities and inspires you to live differently. So it really sounds like this is about way more than checking Antarctica off a bucket list.
It is. It's about a shift in perspective.
Yeah.
It's about that connection with our planet, our place in the universe,
What stands out to me is it's also about the people. Being surrounded by others who are just as passionate about exploration and science.
Yeah, the website actually talks about that, the social aspect. Mixing and mingling, sharing stories, those deep conversations.
It's like a floating think tank. Imagine having breakfast and discussing the origins of the universe with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Or debating the future of space exploration with Scott Kelly.
While watching whales breach.
Exactly. And it's not just about the big names either. They mention past participants from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Artists, entrepreneurs, educators, you name it, all brought together by the shared sense of adventure.
Like a melting pot of curiosity.
It is. And they've created this space where, everyone has something to offer, where those experiences, those shared experiences, really create a lasting bond.
And a lot of the past participants actually describe it as life-changing.
Yeah.
Not just because of the landscape, but because of those connections they make with fellow travelers.
It's really something. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you had the chance to be on this expedition, to follow in the footsteps of these incredible explorers, to see the untouched beauty of Antarctica, to have those deep conversations with some of the most brilliant minds out there, what would you take away from it?
What would I take away from it? That's a great question.
Would you come back with a renewed sense of purpose,
Maybe.
a deeper understanding of our planet,
Possibly. Or a newfound appreciation for how connected everything is.
or even be inspired to take action? you know? Contribute to research, advocate for the environment, or just share your experience to inspire others.
It's true, the possibilities really are endless.
As vast as the Southern Ocean. And that's the beauty of the Space2Sea voyage. It's not just about getting to Antarctica, it's about igniting something within you, that passion for discovery.
A desire to keep learning, keep growing, a commitment to making the world a better place.
Absolutely. So if you've ever dreamt of exploring the unknown, of pushing your own limits and connecting with something bigger, this journey could be the answer.
Definitely. And if any of this has sparked even a little bit of interest, head over to the Space2Sea website.
Explore the details. Consider taking that leap.
You might just find yourself on that deck, gazing out at the beauty of Antarctica, surrounded by incredible people, ready for the adventure of a lifetime.
Sometimes all it takes is one step to launch yourself into a world of wonder.
And on that note, that wraps up our deep dive into the Space2Sea voyage. Hopefully this has given you a taste of what makes it so special. And maybe, just maybe, it sparked a little desire to explore it further. Until next time, keep looking up at those stars, keep seeking out experiences that ignite your soul, and never stop exploring.